This week on Convincing Idiots, oh boy, you have come to the right spot if you're looking for funny. Well, we'll see. But we do talk about social media influencers. Should they be held accountable? And then also, our main event, we talk about our favorite actresses. How in the world did it take us this long to get here to talk about the women in Hollywood that we love? All of that and so much more on this week. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test.
You call it again?
Convincing idiots.
Convincing idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
Kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Awesome.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, and I'm back. And the Zennial.
Brian Gen X.
And we are back, Brian, for 202 with Nicholas. I guess him and I are tagging in and out, back and forth here. Maybe the rumors are going around that him and I have a beef, that we can't be in the same studio together. I'm not going to confirm nor deny this, but here we are, Nicholas.
Yeah, it's a very tense contract negotiations, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yep. I keep a 80% cut, of course, of all show profits and proceeds, right? So Dean and Nick are battling over the other 20%. So yeah. But that's okay. It's just two of it. We'll just keep it going, and people in Brazil, demand their entertainment. So we are going to continue to bring it to. And we're seeing more in India, more listens over in India. Could be some people I work with. I don't know. If you are, hello, and welcome. Hope you enjoy the show. I'll tell you who we are,
Brian. I mean,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it's like we are so global. It's like we're considered the Olympics of podcasting.
That's right. That's right. In India, they call us it's the monsoon of entertainment, or something like that.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about monsoon of funny?
Well, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah, because we kind of wreck it, Yeah.
Right. I'm definitely not entertaining, so.
All right. Well, we are a podcast of friends from different generations talking all things nerd and pop culture each and every week. You might be listening to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We can be found on all major podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Cast, etc. Wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a free follow or subscribe. And as we bring a monsoon of funny and entertainment to you each week, we will wash into your podcast library, if you will. You might be watching us on our YouTube channel at Convincing Idiots, or our YouTube music channel. All show information can be found in two main places: our Linktree page. Just simply Google Linktree Convincing Idiots. It's simply a page with links to social media, website, etc. Or you may find us directly on our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. All show information is there. Ways to sponsor the show, bios, our merch store on tpublic.com. So go check us out there. And if you do anything at all, tell a friend how to find us, rate, review. It helps others find the show, and we appreciate your support. So, Dean, you were out last week. So, what's? Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
But no, last week, what did I do? Oh, yeah, I went to SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
WWE's SummerSlam. It was in Cleveland, Ohio. And I went up there with a couple buddies and enjoyed that. I know that was a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday, the reason I wasn't here is there was actually another podcast, a wrestling podcast I listened to, and he was doing a live show. Sam Roberts, wrestling podcast, was doing a live show up in Cleveland, and me and John went up there and checked it out. So that's why I wasn't here Thursday.
Very good.
But yeah, I did go up to the Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, downtown Cleveland, and enjoyed the spectacle that was SummerSlam.
How was it?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, our seats were higher up, but I mean, just enjoying the spectacle of it. Actually, being higher up, you kind of got to see like the whole deal of it. I mean, the crowd, the lights, the pageantry. It was very cool. We had a lot of fun. We got there probably about 10 in the morning, something like that. And just, kind of ran around Cleveland for the day, and then around 6 we got into the stadium, and then watched the show, and then did a little casino gambling such after it.
Wow, that's a day.
Yeah, and then the next day we went up to and enjoyed the Cleveland Indians, or Cleveland Guardians. My apologies. Sunday afternoon. So it was a lot of Cleveland and a lot of sitting in the sun.
Yeah. That game, the ball game looked hot.
Yeah, but it was fun. Great seats, good people. Everybody, I think everybody had a good time.
Good. Excellent. Anything else new?
No, I mean, I was at work, right? And we have to have this ramp coming off the back of the van, and you're wheeling kegs of beer down this ramp. And I had put an empty keg of beer in the thing, and I'm just walking down the ramp, holding the keg dolly, walking it down, and it's made of metal, so it's a little slippery. And man, did I fucking bite it. My feet go out from under me. I fall flat on my face and roll down the ramp onto the cement. Banged up my knee. It's all scraped up and bleeding. Hit my ribs a little bit. Yeah, I was a little sore.
I imagine.
At 43, you shouldn't be doing that. And I know that now. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, Nick last week talked about it. He took a fall skateboarding.
I heard
in
that.
His driveway. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're too old for this shit.
Yeah, the older you get, it takes a little bit longer to recover from a fall at any height.
Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah.
All right.
At least when I did it, Brian. At least when I fell, it was because I was working out, doing actual job situation.
Right.
And he was just doing something he shouldn't have by being 37 and skateboarding.
Yeah.
On a sloped driveway, mind you. So.
Yeah. Big difference.
Huge.
Yeah. Well, with us, sir, we, each week it's been house this and house that on my updates here. So, things looks like they're progressing pretty well for us right now. So that's some good news here. So
good.
we're under contract to buy a place in Monroe Falls.
Okay.
We've been to the inspection over there this week. Checked out a couple of things. It was fine. There was something in the basement we wanted to have a look at. Well, I went back over there.
Was
today,
that taken care of?
It's the guy said don't even worry about it. So it just it's a crack in the basement wall. It's like a hairline crack.
Yeah.
Exterior foot. Just wanted to make sure is it a problem? Is we looking at some major repair? Is it a danger to even buy the house? This and that, but nothing's moving in visibly. We just wanted to be sure. And he said, "Don't even worry about it. Just put some caulk on it, monitor it." So that was promising there, and then we're continuing to work on.
Is there anything caulk can't fix?
No, not really. Your basement wall, your mood, right?
Yeah,
that type of thing, right? So
no matter what, it just makes any situation better with caulk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So again,
what color are the walls, Brian?
White, actually.
Okay, so you have to get white caulk.
Yeah, you got to use twice as much.
Well, sure, yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's not as fulfilling, full as other caulk. So
That's right. Yep.
Comes in a smaller tube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, so that's going well. Excited about that, and the sale of my place is continuing to progress, and we're just here.
That's smooth.
So far, it's looking okay. Just got to keep everything together, get everything to align properly. In the meantime, we're just packing up things and getting rid of stuff and just preparing the big move. And that's a lot of work. And
that's a process.
Yes, it is. Again, I've been here 20 plus years, and you accumulate a lot of stuff, and start to really decide what is it that you really want to take. Downside, but downsizing and things is good a little bit too. Anyway, it's good to purge get rid of stuff you don't need. So it's all good. So
it's good. It's good for you to go around and get rid of a lot of stuff she doesn't need. So that's a good thing to get into.
Exactly, that's right. Plus, money. You don't need that. Too,
no.
Just get rid of some of that for things.
What are they going to pack it in your coffin when you're dead? No, you don't need money.
That's right. Every time we turn around this week, it's like, we had to give money to somebody for a title fee and an inspection fee, and this and that and the other. I had some guys haul some old stuff out of here yesterday that I had in the basement that I just. An old refrigerator used to be a kegerator down there. It's like there's no way us dudes are lifting that thing out of here at this stage of the game. You know what I mean? We got it down there years ago, but I'm like, nah, it's time to pay a couple of younger dudes to come in and take it out of here. And they did, and they did a great job and everything. So, but that's it, man. That's going to be the world.
Did they at least do it shirtless?
No.
But
did
you pay extra for that?
No, yeah, but I elected to save maybe for the movers, something like that. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's going to be our world for the next month plus to get moved and settled in. But it's good stuff. It's exciting. Look forward to having friends and family over at the new place and everything. So going pretty well. We'll have you over there like 2025, something like that. We'll get you over there.
Sure. That's early. Looking forward to putting up the new studio and such.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's right. All right, sirs. Have you seen anything you wish to recommend in idiot reviews? Anything besides the your face hitting a ramp or anything at work?
Yeah, I don't recommend that. What I do recommend, man, I don't think I've seen anything. If you want to go on to Peacock and watch the SummerSlam that I watched, you could do that. That was entertaining. That was fun. Been watching a lot of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Been all sorts of running and jumping and jumping into pools and such. I think by the time you listen to this, it'll be over. So
Yeah.
I guess you can't. I mean, I guess you can go again. Go into Peacock and watch all the replays of things and such. So I guess I could still recommend that. But yeah, haven't watched a whole lot other than that.
Okay. That's good though. It's been some exciting, compelling things, events and records, and
did you see the dude that did the pole vault? Did you see that where he hit his dick on it and disqualified or whatever you want to call it?
I was going to bring that up in pop culture headlines, but they got a French dude. Yeah, he literally hit his bulge didn't clear the pole, the bulge rather.
He hit the pole with his pole.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good social media advertising right there.
That's good advertising. I mean, he had to go back into that village where all those athletes are, and he was a goddamn rock star.
Oh, sure.
They're like, I need to see what eliminated you from the Olympics.
Yeah. No question about it. No question about it. I saw
God gave him
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that God gave him a performance-enhancing drug right there in his pants.
Yes, absolutely.
And it got him disqualified.
I saw he was offered to make a porn already and weird things like that. So I don't think he'll do it. But it's funny how all that instant fame.
What do you do with that? I guess you could advertise for like Blue Chew. That could be a product endorsement. Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Sure. Eckrich Kielbasa. Yeah,
that's what Brian just said. Megan literally just turned around and showed me the article that they offered him a porn deal.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, I mean the offers are endless, but regardless of what endorsements, that dude had at least he had a better off Olympics than he did in the Olympics, right? You have to think,
right? Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I would hit mine on anything if I was maybe like stepping over like a 7-foot hurdle or a fence or something like that. Then maybe I have a chance to hit myself on something there. But yeah, I don't know.
I could lay face down onto the fucking ground and not hit my dick.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched much of I did see that the Team USA basketball I think scared today with Team Serbia, but USA pulled it out. I did see that. But I haven't watched much of the Olympics. But
I shouldn't even be close.
No, well, the world's catching up to the USA in basketball. Plus, there's a lot more pros that are playing in their home countries.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But yeah, it's not like the 92 Dream Team. I still put them up against anybody.
Oh, yeah.
But the world back then was not. They weren't caught up. We just blew out everybody back then. It's not that easy anymore. So
no.
I watch a couple of things. I mentioned the new animated series, Batman Caped Crusader. I'm trying to say it's on Amazon Prime. Very good. 10 episodes dropped. I didn't realize this thing was even dropping. I also didn't realize this until I started watching it. It's like an alternate Batman universe. So it's set back in the 40s where the original Batman started. So there's no Bat computer or anything like that. This is Batman, old school,
primitive.
Yes, sitting behind a desk in the Bat cave with like hand-drawn maps and different things. He has to sneak into police stations and steal the files and different things like that. So very cool. And the universe is not quite the same as our universe purposely. So the villains, there's a different take on the villains. Like, for example, the Penguin is a female in this. Commissioner Gordon is a black man. And you figure in the 40s, you might not have seen a black police commissioner in the 40s, just because of racism and inequality and things like that. But they purposely, put people who may not have held those type of positions and different things into those positions of power in this series and things. So it's good. I've heard that they may do another season. I heard that they may also maybe try to cross the universes in the Batman animated universes to bring this Batman into ours, if you will. I don't know, but it's good.
Okay.
Definitely worth a watch.
I'm trying to look it up online to see who did the voice for it.
I could picture the guy, but
You said Caped Crusader?
Yes, Batman Caped Crusader on Amazon Prime. There's definitely a lot of well-known voice actors in this thing, so pretty cool.
Okay.
And I also watched the newest Planet of the Apes. So Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is now streaming on Hulu, if you have a Hulu subscription. So yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it shows you. I won't spoil it here, but I mean, you can imagine. I mean, it shows the Caesar the ape. This kind of gives you a little intro, showing him passed away, and then they fast forward, many years later, and so the apes have been ruling the planet for decades, and you kind of see what the world looks like. There's another ape that's kind of rising into power. It's kind of more of a dictator type king ape.
Okay.
You have, this is all in the previews here, but humans have, been, dumb, if you will, for a long time. But now there's another faction of humans that are rising back up again, that are of normal intelligence, can talk, and they're kind of hiding right now. So they're kind of setting a course for the future that, if they choose to continue to pick the world back up again, then you may have another whole cycle of humans rising, and then you wonder if they're going to live alongside the apes or fight the apes or vice versa. Or if it ends this movie, it's fine. And you kind of wonder what may happen in the future. But it's okay. Is it necessary? Does it really, does it tie this? I don't know. The Caesar story was very good if you like those movies and you like the way they're doing it. So it's definitely worth a watch, especially on Hulu without any extra money beyond your normal subscription. So,
right.
That's it. That's about it, man. That and
all right.
Yeah, looking inside the drawers and boxes and everything else is what I've been looking at over the past week here or so. So
we get the history.
That's really what it is.
History of Brian
man.
Told within junk drawers.
That's it. The stuff that you forget. There's stuff I haven't even looked at in I don't even know when. So it's really something else. So I've been throwing out so much stuff, which is good. We'll continue to do that. But anyway. All right. Well, don't throw us out just yet. We're going to take a break and come back with some pop culture headlines, our Ask an Idiot segment, and main topic this week, we're talking about some lovely ladies. Bring that to you after the break. Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies.
3, 2.
All right, welcome back to Convincing Idiots, segment 2 of 202.
Deuces.
So we're glad you came back to check out segment 2. You mentioned you were just at the Cleveland Browns Stadium for SummerSlam, so we don't talk a whole lot of sports on the podcast here, but I am curious. So making a lot of social media buzz here in the Northeast Ohio area.
Yep.
Is that there's renderings out there of a potential new domed stadium, a whole complex thing outside of downtown Cleveland in Brook Park, which is still in the Northeast. It's still in a similar area.
Yeah. It's a suburb type almost.
Right. I mean, the renderings, as you might imagine, look phenomenal. It's like a $1.2 or $3 billion price tag, something like that. So, Cleveland has never had a dome stadium ever. And as you can imagine, in this, you have the elements and everything. There's a good chunk of the year where the stadium is not usable. There are big concerts up there. The Rolling Stones were just up there this summer, and other big bands do come through there. But even with that, you're certainly risking the elements to do that. So they're proposing to build this whole complex where certainly you can have indoor games, you can have concerts, you can have other types of events. Maybe you put yourself in a position to get a Super Bowl in Cleveland someday, So what are your thoughts, of the Browns move? They won't be called the Brook Park Browns, obviously. It's going to be the Cleveland Browns. What are your thoughts of the moving potentially out of downtown Cleveland?
The Cleveland Cavaliers played many, many years in Richfield, Ohio.
That's right.
I like the idea of a dome stadium. I didn't like the idea of them moving out of downtown. I like the when I was there for SummerSlam, everything was walkable. Everything was 100% walkable. You could go here. Everything you needed was right there downtown.
Yes.
You parked your car and you spent the day walking. No problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to myself, this is insane that you're going to take it away downtown. You're going to, which is true. You're going to lose a lot of revenue for businesses and such, and people living in the area. But then when I saw those renderings, Brian, that there's going to be it's almost a goddamn complex.
Yes,
I mean, right. You're going to have different buildings. I don't know what those buildings are. Is there going to be shops or whatever? But it's a whole complex included with the dome stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not as against it because you can't put that sort of complex where even the stadium is now. You could, but there'd be a lot of stuff going on.
I have to imagine too. Cleveland does a pretty good job with even their internal railway systems and different things. Like you could park outside the city if you want to, and hop a railway into downtown Cleveland, go to a game, that type of thing if you want to, and then get back out of town, not to deal with parking and traffic and that type of thing. So I would have to imagine if they did something like that, then they would figure out a railway system to continue to allow people to go hang out downtown if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, but it's still not the same. You just can't walk out of the stadium, walk for 100 yards, and you're there downtown at the bars. It's not going to be the same.
Right.
It's going to create a whole new professional ecosystem in another city.
Sure.
Which, good for Brook Park. But it will take away from downtown.
Yeah, it definitely will. But from a game, I don't go to many games. You and I have been to a few games over time. We've been pretty lucky with some of the games we went to where it's been cold, but not miserable. But some of the games up there are downright.
Well, fuck. Remember the January 1st or 2nd game that you and I went to
Yeah,
on that bus trip?
that was pretty bad.
Beer, we couldn't. You kept having to break it up with your finger because it would freeze between drinks.
Mhm.
That was too fucking cold.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, if they want to compete with some bigger shows and bigger events, and they're going to have to do something, they just can't. Can't do it any other way.
You could get the college playoffs. You could get a Super Bowl.
Sure.
Hell, you can get WrestleMania because that's now only in dome places. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one they held outside was in New York, and that's in April. So it was like damn near snowing. So I think it's now big enough. It's a 2-night event. You could do it, in a dome. There was 57,000 people there Saturday at Brown Stadium.
Crazy.
So imagine what you could do in a dome.
Sure. Yeah. All right, we'll see. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think they'll do something. I don't know that they're going to just put a dome on current Brown Stadium. I don't think they'll do that. I think they're already.
Yeah,
I think they're already moving forward with that whole complex.
I agree.
Thing.
The decision's made.
Yeah.
No matter what they say.
Someone posted a meme that was the Cleveland Browns themselves have not hosted a home playoff game since before 1999 when they left town and became the Baltimore Ravens. Is that? I guess that's accurate. So
yeah, because the playoff games that we've been to, we weren't top seed, so we're visitors at all of them so far.
Yep.
Insurance it's an Erie insurance agency located right here in Barberton, Ohio. They provide auto, home, renters, and business insurance with honesty, decency, and affordability. Brian, let me tell you, Erie Insurance is above all else in service. You want to call 234-571-5359 or visit BlakeInsuranceLLC.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And when you do, well, just tell me you're here to save money, baby. It's what we're all here to do is save money.
That's right.
Start by listening to this podcast for fucking free. Then call Blake Insurance.
There you go. That's right. Okay. Well, a football celebrity is becoming perhaps a game show host now. So
okay.
A Travis Kelce is hosting a new game show called Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? Now, you've seen Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That concept. I think it's along the same line. Right. So it's an Amazon MGM Studios produced show, and it's not aired yet. Let's see, when does it air? October 16th with 3 episodes. And there'll be 20 episodes for the first season. It'll start to arrive weekly after that. So certainly Travis Kelce getting some extra fame with, of course, he has a podcast with his brother, and then certainly dating Taylor Swift. That's right. Really shot him up to new levels of fame, and he's taking advantage of it, and who wouldn't, so
absolutely.
Your phone rings a little bit more, you get a couple other opportunities. Why the heck not take advantage? So yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm remotely interested in this game show concept personally.
I like the concept. I won't watch it because I don't watch game shows, but it's a neat concept for people who do like that sort of thing.
Sure. And I like Travis Kelce. I mean, he's certainly a great football player, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, literally. Yeah. Seems like he's entertaining. I like how he interacts with his brother and his family. Seems like a good dude. So, good for him.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. The pole vault story we already talked about. So you've heard of the social media celebrity Mr. Beast, Dean? Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have. my son has informed me of him.
Mm-hmm. So Jimmy Donaldson is known as Mr. Beast. So just has tons of followers, millions of followers. He makes a lot of money.
Jimmy Donaldson or Mr. Beast?
He's known as Mr. Beast. So Jimmy Donaldson
that's his
is
real
his real name. That's correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, that's right. 26 years old. So he has 308 million subscribers on YouTube. All right.
We're a close second, I would imagine.
Yeah, if he had ours in there too, you might be pushing, let's see here, 308 million 200 followers.
Wow.
Something
Look
like
at
that. Mm-hmm.
We really bring something to the table.
That's right. That's right. So he makes a lot of money. He's kind of known for these huge like giveaways. Like he just random people, he gives something away. He's been doing more and more elaborate things. Like I saw some videos. I got kind of hooked into a few of them where, again, is it staged? Maybe.
Uh-huh.
But like he buys like a grocery store and somebody has to live with just the items in the grocery store for so many days or a month, or it's like every day he earns money if you stay there, this and that and the other. And you kind of watch what people do to, survive and, be creative to create a place to live and that type of thing. So anyway, so he's getting into some hot water here recently. So his former collaborator, Ava Chris Tyson, made some inappropriate messages to a minor, as well as allegations that his new Amazon Prime Video show, Mr. Beast.
I saw that, Brian. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Mm-hmm.
So we made a couple inappropriate things to a guy that works in a coal mine. What? I don't understand what people are so upset about.
No, I think you mean like a young kid.
Oh, like a teenage minor. Oh,
right.
My bad. I misunderstood this. My apologies.
And that his Amazon Prime Video show has had unsafe working conditions, and that he's made racist and homophobic comments in the past. So, go ahead.
No, I was waiting. I was going to fill in while you were taking your drink.
Yeah,
there.
sorry about that. I was drying out there a little bit. So,
yeah. We do not want you. We need you wet, Brian. We need you very, very wet.
Exactly. That's right. As do many.
That's right. I think we just found the name of your autobiography. We need you very, very wet.
So some people are saying, well, this guy has some questionable things going on around him with former collaborator, his own comments and things. He should be punished. Other people are saying there's no way that any type of social media, they're going to punish him because he's bringing in too many views and advertising, dollars and everything else. So, kind of getting into our Ask an Idiot segment of the week here, Dean. So, I mean, should there be any type of regulation out there for these social media influencers? Because certainly there's a lot of eyes on them. Companies and platforms are not motivated to do any type of punishment on their own if someone has questionable behavior, because again, that person is bringing in a lot of eyes to their platform, right? And that makes them some money. So should there be some other type of regulating force, whether it be government or something else, or no, you have to leave the self-policing to the platforms themselves and, let the public decide. If you don't like what this guy is doing, then don't watch his channel. Don't watch his show, type of thing. So what do you think?
We live in the society we do today. as in, first of all, everything will police itself, right? As it has been lately, right? The form of, excuse me, if the crowd doesn't like it, they won't watch. If there's boycotts, there's campaigns, social campaigns against people that do stupid things, and you have to do it because he works for himself. He doesn't work for a company that can go, slap you on the wrist or fire you.
Mm-hmm.
He works for himself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're suggesting YouTube or whoever, whatever platform, take him off the air because of some of the stuff, well, then you're getting into a slippery slope. There is a level of, I don't know if free speech is the correct way or word to put that, but he's not doing that stuff on the channel, right?
Right.
So you can't technically go, you violated this, you violated that. He didn't sign a contract for a decency policy outside of the show or the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't technically, ding him for that. So yeah, you have to let things play out. The public will either stay or go. If you don't like what he stands for or whatever reason you don't want to watch him, don't watch him.
Mm-hmm.
The things that I've read about him, I find it fucking despicable. I didn't watch him in the beginning, so I can't stop watching him.
Right.
But as a parent, I can stop my son from watching him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what's going to happen because he is, and again, a lot of it's accusations, right? Like he hasn't been proven of this, so I'm not going to just go right off the bat and go, "Hey, son, you're not watching this guy anymore," because a lot of people said this about him. A lot of it could be bullshit because of he's got a lot of money and people hate people with money and yada yada. Until he's like officially done something or convicted, we do live in a rule of law society.
Mm-hmm.
So until all of that comes to light, it's just accusations. And if those accusations tend to be true, I'll stop my son from watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And then other people can not watch it if they choose not to, right?
That's right.
I've always said, I think we talked about it with some of the other sports stars or other pop culture people. I can separate the person outside the art. When people, Michael Jackson, for example, all of the accusations and yada yada. What he did or was accused of doing is horrendous. But goddamn, Billie Jean's a great song. I'm not going to push next because of what he did in his personal life. He was a great artist.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these actors, great actors. Do you think some people in the 1940s, those actors, didn't smack around their wives or just punch out assistants or, you know what I mean? Like just horrible shit. But yet we will turn on that black and white movie and enjoy the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that if Mr. Beast is found to be actually done all these things, I can separate it. It might be a different story there because he's being himself. It's not a character he's playing. He's himself. So that might be a little different. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because, like Jonathan Majors, we talked about him recently. He had some, pretty bad accusations and was found guilty of some pretty bad things. And is he allowed to continue acting? Absolutely. But one of the companies that was paying him, Disney, to act in a certain role, he didn't meet their what they wanted, their code of conduct or whatever it is they wanted to be associated with, and they fired him, which they're allowed to do as well, certainly. So,
Sure.
like you said here, it's the dynamic is that he doesn't work for a social media company, but it's an Amazon show, so I don't know if is he employed by Amazon?
Who's Amazon?
Or not?
Who's an Amazon? What's an Amazon show?
So Mr. Beast is it's Amazon Studios. Amazon Studios show. He was
Is it?
accused of some
I didn't know that. I thought it was just straight up
conditions.
YouTube and his deal. Okay. Well, if that's the case, they can drop him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. If he is actually employed by, so it's a Amazon Prime Video show. Now he has his own channel on YouTube that he puts his own stuff out there. You're right, but yeah,
I don't mean to break the fourth wall, and I don't mean to like speak out of school, but in all honesty, since we're talking about this, I think we can bring this up. You just recently sent me that text saying that you're going to fire me. You said, I think, let me read the text here. And I quote, "If you send that dick pic 5 or 6 more times, I might have to maybe fire you."
Mm-hmm.
So there is a code of conduct we all have to live by.
Yeah. That's right. I can't get an angle where I can see anything.
Just laying on the ground again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wasn't touching the ground.
Yeah, I think that to answer my own question, I don't think you could have some type of overarching regulation from the government or anything like that for behavior from social media people. It really would be up to these platform companies if they choose to do some type of code of conduct type of thing. Like there's certain type of videos. Even that's a slippery slope, man. Yeah, maybe, but you can't certainly put different types of video content out there that is inappropriate.
You can't do what he's being accused of. You can't do it. Yeah, you can't do it online.
Right.
But what he does behind the scenes, can they really ding him for it? Again, it's not being shown.
Right, especially the fact that they're not paying him directly. If YouTube was paying somebody a salary to produce content,
That is different.
Then they're allowed to establish a code of conduct, certainly like any business. And if you're not meeting that code of conduct, you can get fired.
I mean, cancel culture is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That has taken care of a lot of people over the last few years. Right. And if this is true, it will take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're right. I tend to agree. At the end of the day, it's up to the public to choose who they're going to watch.
Yep.
Who they're going to choose to buy products, that are advertised on their shows, donate, whatever it is that they're doing.
He has a goddamn line of candy bars out now.
Does he really?
Yeah. Beast bars or whatever. There's like 3 different flavors. One chocolate peanut butter, whatever flavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like fucking $7 for a goddamn bar. Maybe not that much, but they're not a regular priced candy bar price. And my son, he loves these YouTube guys, so he got a bottle of Prime, and he wanted this Mr. Beast bar, so so I got it for him, and he's like, "Dad, you want to try a bite?" I'm like, "You know what? I need to know, just like in Pulp Fiction, I need to know what a goddamn $40 burger tastes like, or $40 milkshake tastes like."
Mm-hmm.
So I tried it. What an overpriced piece of shit that was.
Mm.
It wasn't even like whatever low-end dime store chocolate bar you've gotten in the past. It's around that taste. Like, it wasn't even close to good. So hell, he should be canceled for that shit that I put in my mouth.
Sure. There you go. Yeah, we have a Millennial Nick Convincing Idiots bar coming out to DS in development. It's a miniature.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Popsicle that's like this big.
right. Well, before people regulate us and stop listening to us before segment 3, we're going to stop that comedy gold segment right there
That's right.
and take a final break and come back with our main segment this evening. Again, we're going to honor some talented women out there. What is it that we're doing? Come back and find out.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2.
I am so glad you all have stuck around for not season. I was going to say season 3. Goddamn idiot!
It is season 3.
Season 3. But our third segment of the day, evening, whenever the fuck you're listening to this. Whenever you are listening to this, I'm glad you did stick around because this segment, this is our main event. Brian, this one, we have done a lot of different, for some villains, to our favorite actors, to our favorite movie scenes, favorite cars, everything you can think about. But we have yet to look into our Mount Rushmore of just simply our favorite actresses.
That's right.
It seems criminal. The ladies are out there doing it and showing it. And we need to honor them, Brian.
Yeah, don't do it enough.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Give them their flowers when you can, people. The ladies, they are killing it on screen. TV and movies.
That's right.
And we are here to honor them with our Mount Rushmore of favorite actresses. Simple and sweet, baby. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to explain. The criteria is, like I said, very simple. From TV or film, you have now. I don't know about you. When we did say this, or when we did put this out here, I went with my favorite actresses.
Yes.
I didn't go with the greatest actresses of all time. You know what I mean? That's going to be a different thing. Than who I consider my favorites, who I am on my Mount Rushmore. Now, I might have one or two that you might consider putting on the Mount Rushmore of actual actresses, but play along at home, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Mount Rushmore for your favorite actress.
I did the same with the same thought.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Like I might put Betty Davis, but I don't know that I've seen many Betty Davis movies. For example, I should. I need to. I want to. But I'm just going to throw her name out there just because she's known as a great actress, right? So we did the same thing. So I'll start out with Judi Dench, Dean. So
put some respect in your mouth, man. Damn, Judi Dench.
Damn, that's right. You're correct. My apologies. So certainly many great movies and different roles, but I tell you, man, I'm a James Bond fan, as you know.
Right.
One of my favorite recurring roles that she did was M.
Yeah.
In the Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig, for that matter, James Bond series. So she was the longest running actress to play that role in the James Bond franchise. Just did a magnificent job. Just the intelligent, gruff, kept James Bond in his place. He was intimidated by her, but they had that mutual respect. It was a very believable character that she did. But everything, it's just an actress, or everything I see her in, just always very good. Always very good. Powerful performance. I love her accent on top of that. So,
sure.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorites. Yep.
That's a good start. All right. So, for my number one, Well, I really, if you've listened to this podcast over the past 2 years, you have to know my love and respect for Jenna Ortega.
Of course.
Now, you might say, I hear you chuckling. I hear you laughing. It is not because of the eye candy that is her looks. No.
Mm-hmm.
She actually watch Wednesday. Watch some of the other movies she's been in. Like she
good.
has range, and she is like she gives off that deadpan delivery on the likes of Aubrey Plaza. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She gives off an aura about her on screen. So it is not because of my infatuation with her. No. It is because of her skills on the screen. So Jenna Ortega will always be my number one.
Very good. Let's see here. Kate Blanchett, Dean.
Okay. You're going some heavy hitters here, baby.
Yeah, man. Just again, another one. So such a versatile actress. We talked about her. We had an episode not long ago where we did best female villains in movies, and she made my list there as well for playing Thor's sister in. Was it Thor? The Ragnarok? She played the villain.
Helena.
Yeah, Helena.
Mm-hmm.
But just to get everything I see her in, just a strong, powerful performance.
That Kate Blanchett, baby. She's the Swiss Army knife of actresses. She getting out there, and she bringing out a spoon. She bringing out a knife. She bringing out a fork, or you even want to get the cork out of the bottle. She is the Swiss Army knife of actresses, baby.
That's right. There's a new movie coming out with also with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's based on a video game, I think, coming out later this summer. Yeah, I saw she's in that as well. But just anything that she's in, she just takes it up to another level.
100%.
So I've always enjoyed her work, so definitely makes my list.
Very good. All right. I'm not going as heavy hitting as you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going on my childhood for this next one. When I think of my favorite actresses as a child, I didn't get, as a as a young kid, you don't get to as many movies as you want to in the theater. HBO only had a handful, so you really focused on television, which I did. And from the Fall Guy to Night Court, Marky Post was an acting goddess to me. Mm-hmm. She could do comedy and she could do drama. She could do it all. Marky Post was a small screen legend in my humble opinion. I loved her then. I loved her now. God rest her soul. Marky Post is my number 2, Brian.
Yeah, you know what? She was a solid television actress. I agree with you.
She sure was.
I mean, like you said, she played different roles. Certainly, she was a beautiful woman, but she played different roles, and she was like you said, on Night Court. She was funny. She was powerful. She could play, more of a goofball type roles. But you're right, she was just a solid.
Like her guest role on 30 Rock was fantastic.
Gosh.
What was the other one? Something About Mary, the mother and Something About Mary.
Wow, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. She done and like later in her career, she stuck with like a lot of like guest roles, which she just knocks out of the park every time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she was one that certainly you could tell that she was given an opportunity, and she told herself, "I'm going to make the most out of this opportunity."
Absolutely.
And try to get to the next thing. Yeah, good for her. Yeah, that's a good one. Solid. Okay. I have J. Law, the Jennifer Lawrence. One of my favorites.
Okay. I like that.
Another one, man. Oh, well, first of all, I just love her personality. Just when I see her on talk shows and everything, it has nothing to do with her acting. I think she's one of the coolest people in Hollywood. Honestly,
Yeah.
just very
Down
down
to
to earth, very humble. She would definitely be one if we should probably do this again. I don't know, but if I had who would you want to go have a beer with from in Hollywood? She would make that list for sure.
100%.
I bet she'd make you, get you laughing and everything else. But again, she's played different types of roles. She's been an X-Man. She's been Hunger Games. Very prominent role.
What was the one with Bradley Cooper?
Yeah. It was
that movie was fucking fantastic.
It
like
was.
It's one of those. It's one of those movies that you watch it and you go, "Oh, I didn't just watch a movie; I watched a fucking film."
Yes,
like it was really good. I mean, I know you're out there.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook, and I know, fuck you all too, who's listening and going, "If it was so good, why didn't you know the name of it?" Because I'm an idiot. And read the name of the goddamn show.
Yeah, they both played like mentally slow challenge people.
No. They had like a OCD or even like schizophrenia, but they weren't mentally challenged. They had mental things going on.
That's right. But,
yeah. Just to clear.
I'm not saying that. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Great choice.
Yes. There you go. J-Law.
J-Law. All right. So I'm going to go. We're going to go old school. This woman, and I know that we want to focus on their acting career, but sometimes you have to step outside of the box, Brian. And this woman played Delilah. She went on to A Lady Without a Passport, Love of the Three Queens, 1954. She ended up being a producer and even an inventor. I'm going with Hedy Lamarr. I've talked about her before. Hedy Lamarr is one of the most fascinating fucking stories in American history, really. She was a great actress, beautiful actress, a great producer, but also she invented the circuitry or whatever. Again, because she's much smarter than me, I really can't describe exactly, but the circuitry or whatever that would end up being radar or Bluetooth or something like that. But she was a brilliant inventor. Some say that she was a spy for the U.S. in World War II. Like, again, do yourself a favor, look up Hedy Lamarr and read her story. It's fascinating, and she needs to be on. If I'm talking about a list of actresses on this show, I will always try to bring up Hedy Lamarr.
Very good. Yeah, she made your list of heroes or something. I can't remember exactly what we did previously.
That makes sense.
She's made a lot of your lists as well. Yeah,
that makes sense. Hold on. In the beginning of World War II, along with one dude, she co-invented a radio guidance system for the Allied torpedoes that use spread spectrum and frequency hopping. There it is. That's the key thing. Frequency hopping technology to defeat the threat of radio jamming by the Axis powers.
Yep. There you go. Thank you,
they stole
Wikipedia.
her fucking patent. And then they stole her fucking patent.
Good one. I got a lot of heavy hitters on my list here. Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster's a good one.
Again, just another one. Every time I see her in something, it's as good. Yeah, a lot of great roles when she was younger, certainly. But the Silence of the Lambs, when she played Agent Starling, that role just really, it's one of her roles for the ages. Certainly, Academy. Sure. I think she won Academy Award for that, for supporting actress or actress, something like. But she was definitely huge accolades for that. And then the new True Detective series, the season it came out later last year, earlier this year, where she plays a police detective. It's a weird sci-fi murder type mystery season. Very, very good, and she was up for Emmys and different awards for that also. But again, that's another one.
Yeah,
every performance, you could tell, just prepares for it. Powerful, emotional, just excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So we went from old school to a little bit of new school. Just won an Oscar. She's Emma Stone.
Sure.
She's funny. She's charming. She can get into it serious. She can get into comedy. When another one, when she's on screen, she pops. She demands. She demands the screen. Really, ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Is when she's on the screen, it's hers. She owns it.
Yep.
She deserved the Oscar. She probably deserved the Oscar a few times before that, but she finally got it. Good on her. Emma Stone is the next one on my list.
Have you seen Poor Things yet?
I have not. I've heard great things about it.
Yeah. Definitely check that out. That's what she won the Oscar for.
Right.
Again, it's just a very bizarre movie, but just again, incredible acting. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably going to make a lot of lists if people made it. Meryl Streep, Dean. Meryl Streep, I mean, is known as one of the greatest actresses of all time. She recently had a guest star on the Only Murders in the Building series, as we know, one of our favorite shows. Yeah, again, just I guess all these actresses certainly fit that criteria, but when you see her in something, again, you just know it's going to be good. Whether the show is any good or the movie's any good, her performance is going to be stellar. There's just something there. Again, whatever she does, her method, her preparation, it seems like it's easy, which it certainly is not. But for her, it definitely, she makes it look
right,
seamless, easy. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
She will always be somebody. When you ask any random person, give me your top 5 actresses, she's going to be on the top of the list on almost everybody.
Yeah, and it seems like a class act as well. It seems like she just seems like she supports others and everything. And I am sure has been an influence on many male and female actors and actresses, and just what she's been able to accomplish and how she again prepares and puts forth the effort and everything. I'm sure has been an influence for who knows how many in the industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got, sir?
Last on my list. I went Halle Berry.
Sure. Yeah.
Since I was younger, she's one of those that's just been a staple and a solid point in my entertainment life. She's always from Catwoman to Monsters Ball. She's been just fantastic. Again, her acting is off the chart. She demands the screen when she's on it, same as all the rest of the we have on the list. But yeah, she's just played a good and special role with her career in a lot of people's entertainment lives.
Sure. Absolutely. And
So,
even better, because she's from Cleveland, Ohio.
There you go. What a great way to end the list, right?
That's right. That's right. Any honorable mentions?
I do. Yeah. You'll go back and forth and me just rattle some off here.
You pick.
All right. I already said Meryl Streep, so I'll go Susan Sarandon.
Sure.
Is again from Bull Durham. And how good was she in Bull Durham, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we don't want to denigrate women down to sexuality, but she was meant to be sexy in that movie, and boy, did she pull that one off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another one off screen, some of the activism she's done. She's just, love Susan Sarandon.
Yep, good one.
You got an honorable mention? We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, okay, back and forth. Okay. One of my favorite TV actresses, Dean. How about Loretta Swit?
Ooh, okay.
From MASH, Hot Lips Houlihan's.
Very good.
Yeah, certainly a very long-running series. And she was one of the cornerstones of that series.
Yeah.
No question about it. I think if you watch the earlier episodes of that, they didn't really
different character.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they really allowed her to become a
actual person.
Yeah, an actual person and really a leader. I mean, she was a major. She definitely looked out for her nurses, her nurse corps. They looked up to her, but she maintained her. She was definitely beautiful and strong and all that. So, yeah, just a great character. MASH would not be MASH without Loretta Swit. That's true.
That's correct.
That's truth. Yeah.
That is correct. All right. Let's see. Where do I want to go? We go Viola Davis.
Sure.
Viola Davis is, again, just from The Help, Suicide Squad, and we're just kind of sticking with the nerddom here, from the Fences to the Woman King. Viola Davis is a fucking star, and she's a brilliant actress and very compelling. Love her work.
Good one. I have Rosamund Pike, Dean.
Okay.
She's one. I haven't seen her in a lot of things, but again, every time I see her, she's just great. There was a movie she did, I Care a Lot. If you've not seen this, go check this out. She was so she acted so purposely that you just hated her character in this movie. She was basically taking advantage of the elderly. She was going in and basically kind of having them sign over their power of attorney, right? So she was able to make legal decisions on their behalf, although they were still able to make their own decision, and just basically stole all their assets and everything.
Really? We're not allowed to do that?
No.
Oh, so all right. Then that paper I was telling you about off air, you don't have to sign it then.
Okay, good, very good. But if you can invoke that type of emotion, even in a character that's like a bad character, an evil character, again, that's just solid acting. So Rosamund Pike, check her out. Definitely watch that movie.
Okay, all right. Since we are a nerd podcast, let's go with original, but the original Supreme Sorcerer, Tilda Swinton.
Sure. Yep.
Again, not just the Avengers movies and the Marvel Universe. She's just money, right? I mean, anything she touches, she can go from playing with fucking swords to being a bald sorcerer. I mean, she's just great.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw her, you kind of, it's one of those where you're like, all right, what's going on with this, But like within 5 minutes, no matter what role she's in, she's captivating.
Mm-hmm.
Love her, yeah. And again, what you said before, love the goddamn accent.
Agree. Well, the next one I want to honor, Dean, the next honoree, has been in many electrifying roles in its own right.
The Rock?
Our friends over at RPM Bike Shop, Dean. Yeah. Get yourself a nice electric bike and create your own electrifying role, if you will. So find them on Facebook, find them on online, RPM Bike Shop, or give them a call at 330-808-7792 and let them, again, help you with your own role.
Love it.
A couple more honorable mentions here, Dean. I have Glenn Close.
Of course, one of those top roles of, will be on a lot of people's actual Mount Rushmore of actual greatest actresses ever.
Absolutely. She's been in some of the more recent Marvel movies. Right? Yep. But for me, Fatal Attraction is one of the best roles that I've seen her play in. Just scary, creepy, uneasy, way too believable in that role of kind of a woman that was just kind of, a little bit psychotic and jealous and everything. Just made Michael Douglas's life hell. Just really made you. So again, that's acting. That's powerful acting to create that emotion, even if it's uneasiness. You can appreciate and respect it, and she's one that can definitely deliver it.
Brian, would it be a roast or a rabbit? I'd eat anything she's cooking me.
There you have it. Any others?
I got two more. I'm gonna go Julia Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
Again, staple of my childhood. From Fried Green Tomatoes to Pretty Woman. She's always been there and always been brilliant. She's not just another pretty face, although she is very pretty. She is an actor's actress, right? She's just fantastic in anything she does. You hear she's in the movie, you go, oh yeah, of course this is going to be fucking great. Mm-hmm. Sure. So Julia Roberts.
I agree. I have Helen Mirren.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
It's all these women who are saying it, that they all have similar criteria. Just when you see them in anything, again, you're going to get a solid performance. She even almost made the last Shazam movie tolerable, that was really
sure.
That is an amazing acting feat.
That's a feat
in itself. Yeah, because that was not a good movie, really at all. But the fact that she was in it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a chance and just finish it out here. Had nothing to do with her acting performance, certainly, but but it's everything. Again, everything I see her in has been great, from the Red movies to just so many things. And again, that's another one too. She would be top 3 or 4 in Hollywood too. That I would just have hang out with and have a drink with. That would be, you would just you'd be
But
laughing
it'd
the
have to
whole
be a
time.
classy drink. It'd be a classy drink, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you think she's going for a beer?
She might.
All right.
She might. But I would sit there to have a martini with and just listen to stories and everything. It's probably just be amazing.
Dinner party.
Yeah.
Dinner party.
Think about that. That's a good one.
All right. I got one last on my list, Brian.
Go for it.
She easily could replace anybody on my actual Mount Rushmore, and she probably should. Motherfucker, it's Ripley. It is Sigourney Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
She fights ghosts. She was a fucking terror dog, or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And she was the galaxies, the universe, the spaces original badass.
Yeah.
Killing those xenomorphs. And not only beyond that, just other like non-sci-fi movies she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant, beautiful. And I don't say that as again, of course she's beautiful on the outside, but like I'm talking about her performances and her acting. Beautiful and brilliant. Love her, everything she is, everything she does. Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, very good. Very good. She's been in some of my favorite movies of all time, certainly with, like I say, Alien, Ghostbusters, all that. Just really took like you said, the on-screen female badass character really helped establish.
Oh, yeah.
There were others certainly prior to her, but she really, like you said, took it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
Where
she's almost the godfather of female badassery.
Sure. Yeah, there's no need to have this whole damsel in distress thing and this and that. And I think Ridley Scott did that on purpose, where it's like, I'm going to create this powerful female character. Why not? Yeah, so good. So good. All right. Well, I can't top that last actress team. So, so many good actresses, so many powerful performances. One place that also has some powerful performances in the art world, Dean, is our friends at Golden Heart Tattoo. So, maybe get yourself a Sigourney Weaver tattoo. I don't know. Maybe Loretta Swit. Maybe Aaron Gray.
Ooh, I like that.
Aaron Gray and a Marky Post tattoo. I like that idea.
Yeah, making out. Yeah, sure. I like this.
Sure, I like that. If you work up your own concept and all that, and run it through our friends over there at Golden Heart Tattoo at goldenhearttattoos.com. Find them on Facebook or give them a call at 234-706-2982 and tell them you want your own a powerful female actress. That was a terrible outro. I have to edit that part out there. Yeah. Tell them you want your own Sigourney Weaver tattoo.
Busting up alien ass.
That's right. Dean, we have done it again.
Brian, I think we did.
We fought through audio pauses.
A lot of them. There's a storm outside. What can we say?
Yeah. Comedy pauses.
Well, that's just because,
Yeah. Entertainment pauses in general.
Couldn't help it.
And we managed to come to the end of episode 202. We appreciate you hanging with us with some little bit of technical and mental difficulties this evening. So thank you very much. Remember, come back every week. Listen to us wherever you find us. Wherever you find us. I have to do that again.
Honest Fies.
That's right. That's right. Listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. rate, review, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Watch us on our YouTube channel at Convincing Idiots. Find us on our Linktree page, Convincing Idiots. Linktree. Find us on our website. If you go anywhere else, just go there. convincingidiots.wordpress.com.
So, for the rest of us and all of us here in Convincing Idiots, on Convincing Idiots, at Convincing Idiots, have we convinced you that women not only rule Hollywood, but they rule the world?
Hey, did you like that video? You know you did, and we know you did. So stop screwing around and go like that video, subscribe to our channel, and join us for some more.
Ham grape.
This will be your part, the actresses and where to
Yeah.
find us, all that stuff. All right.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, Brian, and our main event. They're not good. Oh, motherfucker.
Okay. It's all right.
I didn't like that. All right.
All right.
Here we
Take
go.
2.